Hi, I am Monique Burns with Confessions of a Landlord. Today, the subject is Tenant Proclaimed Emergencies. Right as soon as I did all my editing for this video, I saw that there's another video that I didn't know what it was on my camera. And I looked at it and it was my sweet, loving daughters totally making fun of me.
Do you guys want to mimic Mama for me?
For how I do my intros. Hello, welcome to Confessions of a Landlord. They make fun of me, they mock me so hard.
Do you guys want to mimic Mama for me?
Hard, but it was kind of funny, so I thought, well, I'm just gonna throw it on at the end. And I'm gonna give you a game plan so you're not feeling like every time the phone rings in the middle of the night, 911, what's your emergency? The reason that this came up is I am a member of my local REIA group, REIA of Oakland. I think there is a REIA group in pretty much every state. It's a national organization. And our REIA group is a nonprofit, and every month we have local investors talk about topics that pertain to new investors. And it's really good for both new and seasoned investors. And we have a subgroup that meets on Saturdays, one Saturday a month, for landlords, a very strong subgroup. So at this meeting, that was the hot topic that Peter brought up. Pretty cool. Everyone was like very excited and had their 2 cents to give, and it was good. So I'm gonna start with a confession because this is my confession show. When my husband and I first started as investors and we had our own properties, tenants would call him if they ever needed a repair. Thank goodness they weren't calling me. But if they couldn't get a hold of him, they would call me, and I flipped out.
No!
I couldn't stand it. I was like, what the heck? Are we slumlords or something? And I called my husband like all worked up and what's going on? And he'd say, did you ask this and this and this? And I would say, no, I don't really know maintenance. And he would say, did you have them send you a picture? Like if they said it was a flood or something, I'd say, no, I didn't. Oh my gosh. And that's what came up at our group is you ask questions, a lot of detailed questions. I listen to the person in my office when she asks questions and I'm like, man, that is a lot of good stuff. So I'm going to try to make a video with her. Sending photos too really helps. And I know one of the questions that I am able to ask, because I don't know much about maintenance, but when they say they don't have power, did you pay your bill? And I'm not too shy to ask it. You know, I say it nicely. And I say, go look outside and see if maybe there was a shut off on your street, because that could be something too. One of the questions Brian brought up is if they don't have water is, hey, so do you have a gym membership? Could you go use your shower there? What we talked about too was a mindset. Tenants are our customers. They need to feel heard. They need to be acknowledged. And if they're really upset, the worst thing you could say to an upset person, I hope everybody knows this, you don't say to an upset person, calm down, because that immediately escalates them. You acknowledge, you repeat back what they're going through. I will say, I am so sorry you are going through that. I really am. That is not my standard. And then you set up the expectations. I am going to do everything I can to fix this, but you realize it's 11 o'clock at night after maybe we've determined it's not an emergency or something like that. And I probably won't get anyone out there. So I will be calling you in the morning when I have more information. Or if I can call right away, I say, okay, I'm gonna call the contractor. And I've done this where I call the contractor, no answer. So I call the tenant back. Okay, I called, I didn't get an answer. I had to leave a message. And then I get the call back. Okay, I call the tenant back again. And it goes well when they feel acknowledged and that you're really trying. A good one that came up at our meeting was to remind them, because a lot of times they're like, oh, what are you gonna do about all my damaged things? Is to remind them that they have renter's insurance, let's hope they do, and that would be a thing that could be covered with renter's insurance. My website has things listed out are what are an emergency, and I will go over those with you. No heat below 50 degrees. This is part of, you have to have your game plan and to know what is an emergency, what do you react to, and give this to your tenants right up front. So the 50 degrees thing came from our furnace guy, and that's what they have on their voicemail. If they get there and they take the temperature and it's above 50 in the house, and they came there like at 11 o'clock or 3 a.m., there will be an extra fee. So that's something I've passed along with my own property management company. No functioning toilet. If they have more than one toilet, that is not an emergency. We've had them call just in a panic, and I found out later that my maintenance guy went there only to find out they just needed their toilet plunged and they didn't have a plunger. Not cool. And when cases like that, you have to charge the tenant. Any smoke or spark from an electrical fixture, that's on my list. Any water flow that cannot be stopped with the turnoff valve. We show them where the turnoff valve is when they move in. Not to say they ever remember it, but so we walk them through it and show them where it is again on the phone and try to get them to turn it off. But if it's like gushing, that is definitely an emergency. And sewage backup in the basement. And those are the things that are emergencies. And now that you know, you've got a game plan, and it's so much easier, and you don't have to get into this, oh my gosh, state of mind. That's not healthy. It's not good for you. So please like and subscribe and watch my other videos and leave a comment.
Hello, I am Monique Burns and welcome to Confessions of a Landlord. Today I'm going to be talking about the very specific inquirers of my tenants today about emergencies in their homes. Do you want to see my cute dog? I bet you do. Do you guys want to mimic Mama for me?
Hello, this is Monique with Confessions of a Landlord.
No, I don't want to.
Hello, this is Monique with Confessions of a Landlord.